Each of you, please draw 6 cards because Corey's late.
All right.
When he shows up, then you can each discard 2 of them and go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as far as the campaign goes, your job is to watch all the old movies so that you know what the fuck's going on.
I mean, I started, but there's a lot.
Well, I've given you the link to my IMDb page, so anything that I rated 10 or 9 is good. Under that, you're getting into tricky territory. Plus, ask Chris. He already knows my favorite movies, and he's like, this one's good. Logan's just weird for liking that. Whatever.
Motherfucker.
What'd you get?
So I got numbers to letters that will affect you, and I got gods hate you.
Well, that just gives you new cards.
Oh, and refill your hand. Right.
Didn't read the whole tin, did you?
No. So there goes a Spark of Divinity. There goes an I Can Do It. There goes a Full Retrieve.
No.
Okay, I can see why you'd say motherfucker. So which one are you leaving on top? The Full Retrieve?
No, I'll leave. Yeah, jeez. Oh my God.
Well, I don't think you get the Spark. No, the Spark of Divinity would be useless to leave on top. Yeah, I can do it.
It may not be reclaimed from the discard. But I Can Do It.
Okay. I can do it then, yeah.
Which I would have had to get rid of anyway for... It's not being very nice.
Yeah.
But at least, I get to refill it. Oh my God! Magic item goes bye-bye.
Oh, great.
Bad mojo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Full group. If there are 3 or more players, everyone draw a card. If not, discard the card and draw a replacement. Fucking
Corey.
Yeah, I'm gonna slap him in the mouth now.
Damn it, Corey. All players drop to 2. Okay, fine.
Yep.
Whatever.
Essentially, it's called fuck your spells. For magic item, you could always pick one of the ice torques. Oh, wait, no, those are gone. Oh, the players got rid of those. Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I mean, we still technically have them, but...
No, I know where they are now. You don't have them.
Oh, okay. I mean,
also, if you go and just for FYI, if you go bury something in the desert or some shit, you don't have it anymore. It's not in your possessions.
Yeah.
It's like if you do that with a puppy. If you do that,
I was going to ask because there's that list of where things are, and like buried out in boonies. I was going to ask what the fuck that was too.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you try that with a puppy, like I'd gotten a new puppy and went and buried it in the desert, and I can't claim it to be mine anymore. Same with children, etc.
So in Alien Takeover, you buried somewhere in the wastes the torques?
Yeah, so they couldn't replicate anymore. Because they were just spiraling out of control. There was over 100 of them.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah. So they put them in a magic dead zone where they couldn't fuck with anyone.
Famous last words.
I mean, look, at least... Yeah, okay. At least they shouldn't.
Well, they are super, super powerful, and super powerful things that aren't watched have a way of coming back and biting us right in the ass. Like, if you wanted to get rid of them, should have took them right over to the fucking box in Burlington and went, doop, boop, boop.
That's not there, it's in MMO land.
What?
The box.
The box in Burlington? You guys took it?
In other words, rather than traveling the less than 1 kilometer straight line distance, they traveled between realms and they plane traveled in order to bury it in the desert.
So
no,
wait,
the box, someone, I can't remember who, gave it to the people in Kinderville so they can use it as a garbage disposal unit.
I suggested that someone actually do it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I went out and I actually saw it, so I know where it is.
But now, has it replicated in Burlington though too? And if it is, if the disappearing, like why the fuck didn't they just take the torques and why didn't you just put it there?
Because if we took the torques with us, I was worried we would get ambushed because everyone seemed to want them for some reason. So we decided, fuck it, we'll just take them somewhere else. Because literally people were trying to like come into our house and break into the PC house to take them. We have guards posted outside of the house so people can't come in. Oh, and there's about a group of 20 or so people with the ice torques who attacked the city for some reason.
Right, because they're compelled to do whatever the thing says.
So that's why we said, no, I'm not going to risk traveling through the fucking city with those things. I'll just put them somewhere else.
Chris, since you know a bit about the city and stuff, go ahead and give me an evidence analysis roll at halves. I sent Corey a message with a bunch of question marks on it. the mandatory "where the fuck you at, bitch," but condensed.
There we go.
Oh, goddamn. It was either them being commanded by the torch or some of the socio-political inequalities of the society resulting in systemic violence.
Nah.
Freddie's like, no.
It was the evil elemental. Come on, everyone knows it was evil elemental. Yeah, so that's what we did with the talks. Now, in regards to Kim and her people, we did our best to try and rescue them. We had 2 separate rescue attempts. The first one, we surveyed them for a bit.
Oh, by the way, you guys are in, just to set the scene, you're currently in the embassy chatting quietly, hiding from anybody who might come screaming down the hall, wanting you to fucking find their pet pigs and shit.
Yeah, we scouted them out. There's roughly 50 people in total, including the leader Buckethead. All of Kim's people, including Kim, are locked inside of these cages, and they have wires and stuff keeping them shut.
Okay.
They are sleeping in these ruined building kind of things. They're overhangs and stuff. So not really shelters, but if we were to use, you suggested, Zardos's head, they would have a lot of cover from us trying to shoot them, because there's not a lot of ruined buildings where they can hide. So then we found out that every day a large group of them go out to scavenge, leaving behind about 12 people to guard the base. So we decided we would go in when there's only about 12 of them, try and take them out. It was going well until reinforcements showed up. So then we were vastly outnumbered, so we had to run away basically. So then we spent a bit of time just chilling and doing a few other things. Then we came back to it. Alex came up with a brilliant idea, really, to basically he made these canisters of knockout gas, which we were able to rig up to go off at a certain time when everyone was sitting around the dinner table feasting.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, they're cannibals. Just FYI. So So it went off. All but 6 of them went down. So then we rushed in, tried to kill them, but as luck would have it, even though the chances of them getting up were like ridiculously slim, several of them managed to get up after a few rounds, and eventually we just got outnumbered and we had to run away again. And that was kind of the end of it, really. Also, we have a little truck cart kind of a thing that you can pull. So our plan was kill everyone there, load up all the prisoners onto the truck, and have Alex pull it while I steered it in the right direction. But we never got to that because, yeah.
What about trying to hack into the satellites to have them drop stones on the specific places?
I don't know how to do that because we don't have access to the bunker. We have no alien hacking computer. And I don't even know if we have the necessary equipment to hack into said satellites. And even if we did that, there's no telling whether or not dropping a rock would potentially kill any of the prisoners or not. Because they're not spread out, they're quite close to each other.
Okay, it was a thought. It was a thought. I'm just...
Yeah, I thought of a lot of stuff, but really without guns or grenades or anything, it was really difficult.
How many people can fit into the Zardo's head?
Comfortably or uncomfortably?
Uncomfortably.
Oh, could you get all the hostages in there?
Sure.
Rough. Stack. Probably not. You'd probably get maybe 30 people in there plus pilot, co-pilot, nose gunner. So 33 max.
Okay.
I mean, if you wait around until they eat enough of them, then sure. But
yeah,
by the way, I figured out the sanity awards and shit like that, and it's all based on how many you get out, what happens to them afterward, etc.
Yeah, so basically, we're on a time limit because they basically eat them every day or two. Now, we did manage to kill 15, 20 of them, so that kind of resupplied them with food, basically. So we did technically buy us a bit of time, but not a lot. And yes, Kim is still alive.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, so
once you fuck somebody, you're responsible for them forever.
That's a lie. Anyway. No.
So, since we've already tried to raid them 2 days in a row, or twice in a few days, they are probably on high alert, at least for a while. So, yeah.
So here's a thought.
Mm-hmm.
This is rough. No, we can't do that because...
Also, they are about an hour away from the ocean, the shoreline, where they periodically go to do fishing and stuff. They send small groups to go and fish. We couldn't really think of a way to use that to our advantage, but maybe you can think of something. I don't know.
Well, being that I don't pilot any boat or watercraft very well, probably not the greatest.
Yeah. Well, the original idea that Razlin had was to deliver a large shipment of alcohol to them, get them all drunk, and then go in at night when they're all like smashed and just annihilate them all. But Alex was with me and he wouldn't have any of that because that would be bad. Can't give out free alcohol, apparently. So yeah.
That's actually a really good idea. The whole get them all liquored up, but
yeah, I couldn't do anything. I hope Corey's okay, by the way.
He's getting to the point where he'd better be in the hospital. Logan's full of compassion.
Also, can you tell me a bit more about this blue flame satellite laser thing? Like, how does it work specifically? How does it detect you and stuff?
so somehow they have these. I don't know if they're using our old satellites, if they have their own new satellites, but they're watching from above. And if they see you like brandishing a non, some kind of pistol, some kind of modern weapon, and you use it, it will kill you. You get consumed with blue flame.
Okay, but can you be more specific? Like, can you drive a car?
Yeah.
No, right?
Yeah, because I've driven a flying vehicle
but you're still in their database, so it might be okay for you.
No, because until you solidified the fact that I'm in that database, it didn't work that way. And before I was in the database, it didn't work that way.
Okay.
Like if you have a cover over you, like I honestly think that if you had like if you had a gigantic cardboard thing that was on your head that looked like the ground and you shot from it, you might be able to get off some shots if you were moving.
Quick side note, nobody else is driving anything there. There are plenty of wrecked vehicles and stuff. Nobody's driving.
Oh.
Just FYI.
Because I remember you said you were once a god in this place for the aliens or whatever. So I thought maybe that's why you can get away with driving vehicles and stuff like that.
Huh.
Although, yeah, go ahead.
Now the only thing that was allowed to be completely modern, when you lived on planet, on world, before you went on a work sabbatical there, Doc Fulton, is medicine and stuff to keep humans alive. Guess why?
Right, because they need them to breed so that they can take them off to go fight the good fight.
And you know what their favorite indie pop band was, of course, Doc? The aliens' favorite rock and roll band? No, the Breeders.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I thought I was staying alive.
Go hang yourself, Logan. That was awful.
Staying alive, yes. Well, that's what the humans who enter their service are singing, I'm sure.
Okay, because apparently from what I read on the boards, Raslin was somehow able, or the other doc was somehow able to drive a submarine or something. I don't fucking know how they did. Yeah.
So it seems like if you are, because it was underwater, so it's not able to be seen by the satellites.
Right. That's what I thought, but I mean, technically, if you're in a car with tinted windows, satellite ain't gonna see you.
Well, I think what it's coming down to is that, like, if you don't look like the ground, you're gonna get fucked with.
Yeah. I don't know, I
Now,
just
they
thought
don't have
maybe...
any people left, right? All of them were kidnapped, or what?
Yeah. Oh, and the District 2 burnt to the ground. Destroyed, basically.
So
Is what I
all the
read.
people from District 2 are captured.
All of Kim's people. There's still people there, but not Kim's people.
The ones that were there, pretty much, they're kind of becoming like sand people.
Do they?
Yeah,
And they don't care about the people from the inner circle. They could care less, right?
Who?
well,
Oh, sorry, him. Go
the people who are left, not really, because basically I had to, just to ask for directions, I had to basically bribe them with cigarettes just to get them to tell us where the hell Buckethead is. As soon as I even mentioned his name, they were like, just freaking out. Like, they're terrified of him.
What happens if we armed them and paid them to come
What's
help
in it for
us?
them, though? They're like, what are we going to pay them, though? To risk their lives, to save some people they don't even care about. That's
Well,
the question.
There might be people that would, if we pay for them, would come help.
The people that you have seen last time you were there are super skittish at even talking to anybody.
Yeah.
They're pretty much the dregs, or what's left in and around that city.
Okay.
Maybe from a neighboring city, but that would take, like, time.
Only 50 people. You can go kill them. Shows Doc Fulton just.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you can get, like, some kind of grenade system that would not get us vaporized, that would probably do it. Just lob some grenades in, blow them all up, and then if there's like a dozen or so left, we can go in and take them out. But not 50 people.
So another thought.
Yeah.
We take the Zardos head, we fly it to where we know their other bunkers are, land it within the vicinity of the lasers, and see if it will grant us access because we're coming from a Zardos head.
Well, it might grant access to the head, but my guess is that as soon as we step out, it'll see, like, non-aliens die.
But see, that's where we paint what it would look like if we were aliens from above, and we make like these hats. So when we walk, it legit looks like we're aliens from above.
What do they even look like? I don't know what they look like.
I described them. They look like Mygo, except more humanoid.
Okay. Oh, is it like those aliens in the ruined city underground that we saw? Or no?
The ruined city.
The one in the sewers where you've got your spaceship.
No, those are different aliens.
No.
Different, okay.
By the way, both of you guys give me electronics rolls.
Sure.
Cool. The ground hats assumes that they're just using photographic things of the ground. No, say, thermal, etc. And also that they don't just decide to light the ground on fire. See what happens.
Yeah, however, if we can get more information on how the satellite works, maybe we can circumvent it, but we don't really have the equipment for that.
But also, it is interesting that they were able to set off high-tech gas canisters without getting dead.
Yes, because we, quote-unquote, didn't set them off. Because we basically what we did was we put some timers on them, left them there, and then ran off. And by the time they went off, there was no way for the satellites to know that we were the ones who, set them off. Because we put timers on them and we distanced ourselves.
And you put them under tables.
And we put them on the table, so.
Which goes once again with the whole seeing from above.
Maybe. Just as a warning, once you get lit by the blue flame, you're probably going to end up rising.
I figured.
If not in one round, it'll eventually get you rest, I'm sure. You'll just cook your ass until you rest.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame that, like, if we wanted to hack into the satellite, we would either A, need to go back into those bunkers and figure out a way of, like, communicating with the satellite, which we'd already tried once, but maybe we missed something. Or B, build a completely new satellite relay station to communicate with that one and do it that way, but that'll take a long time.
Tell them the hamburger idea. That was my favorite.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The hamburger. Yeah, the idea was to...
Do you want me to tell him?
Yes.
Freddy was just going to hang out outside of the cannibal's base with a big juicy hamburger and slowly eat it and stuff. In order to tempt them out, and like trade people for hamburgers. And I'm like, I don't think it's going to work the way you're thinking it's going to work. A bunch of fucking apocalypse waste cannibals going, oh, let us sit down and discuss this.
Yeah, that would be more like, give me now.
Well, the other idea was with the hamburgers was to lure the people outside of the city into the cannibal base, throw the burger in the middle, and have them all fight over. Yeah.
Now we could get a bunch of Twinkies and like fill them with drugs and then go back and like throw the Twinkies, like any kind of food stuffs. We could really do that because I mean, they might eat the shit out of all that food.
Yeah.
And even if it just makes them violently ill, that would be enough to deal with them.
Well, something else that Freddy, and that you could tell them is they are miserable fighters. Miserable.
Yeah, they're really bad.
I mean, worse than the normal miserable fighters. However, quantity has its own quality.
And also, when you roll like a bitch,
it
doesn't really matter how good they are.
Yeah, Freddy's not. Even though Freddy is supposedly a really good swordsman, he isn't.
Yeah. It didn't help that Alex wasn't using a sword for fuck knows what reason.
Yeah, he switched weapons.
Yeah, he wants to use his hammer.
Mm-hmm.
It's hammer time.
Mm-hmm.
That and he doesn't have his sword anymore, so I mean that kind of helps.
You can get another one. It's not that hard.
Yeah, but it's not as good. Did he like try? Did you guys like ever think about like maybe going old school and like challenging for like?
No, they're savages.
Oh, they're just straight up fuck off.
They're fucking mental. Yeah, they're crazy.
Okay, that was a thought. I wasn't sure if you guys had tried that route.
No, they just maul us. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the Twinkie idea could work. or Twinkie-like idea. We just need to make sure that they don't feed the prisoners with whatever we give them.
Oh, it's a tricky one.
I feel you.
Oh, and FYI, the prisoners are like really, really weak. They can barely stand. So they're not going to be able to like run away or fight or anything.
Right, so we'll just have to go and okay.
Because we did think about like breaking them out, arming them, and then fighting, but not going to happen.
Okay.
You're looking forward to getting your back against that one wall there, Freddy.
Oh, and if you look at Freddy, you can see he's still
he's
really fucked up.
Oh yeah, not only is he fucked up, but it looks as though the props department said, I've got a bunch of extra blood. Let's throw it at him. And they did so repeatedly. He is literally covered in blood, gore, and ooze. Being a doctor, that doesn't really disturb you.
I've also got dreadlocks, long dreadlocks, and a long blonde beard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's getting
so you're feeling good right now is what's going on, eh?
I mean, if we're going to fight someone, I would need to heal up. Because, yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't look like anybody's tried first aid on him, I don't think.
Where are we at anyway?
Embassy.
Oh, so we have first aid shit here, right?
Limited, but yeah. Enough for you.
Do you need to be patched up a bit?
I would appreciate it, but it would need to be more than a bit. But yeah, I'll take anything.
That's more than a bit.
Wow.
If you had the I pull a Dr. Fulton card, that'd be fucking hilarious.
So you get 4 points back.
Okay, great. So I have to discard everything. Except one.
Cool. No, you have to discard everything and then draw one card in compensation.
Oh, yeah.
Read them close.
Yeah. I just did.
Wait, what did you get?
Inconspicuous Omen.
Did you have a bunch of good cards? Or eh?
I had a reroll and a pen fails, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
You patch him up and he loses all his cards. There you go. You see? Don't you feel better? He's like, eh.
So is that how much is that, 2?
No, he got a crit and he ended up healing you up 4.
Oh, is it D6? I thought it was a D3. Okay.
It is a D3, but it's 2D3. I do things different than everybody else. I always have.
I'm confused.
Yeah. By the way, you can always go /R space 2D3 and then bada boom. He goes 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6 because he's a freak.
I've always done it that way.
So yes. I heal up 3 then. Okay.
The fuck?
Kill it. Send it back to hell.
Fucking weird ass phone.
I'm happy with my Moto G6.
No, the problem is that I turned everything off, and like I've look out of the corner of my eye and I see the thing come up every once in a while, but no noise. No, you post on Facebook and all of a sudden it wants to fucking yell at me.
Have you tried airplane mode?
No, I can't.
But you could be in an airplane.
And if my manager needs to know something about some training bullshit, I like being a manager. It's worth the $1.50 more an hour I'm getting. It really is.
So, you guys sit rickety chair. He's cleaned up. The chair is definitely ruined that he was sitting in, but you guys are like,
Okay, so
Also, if you do need any high-tech shit, I have access to Cyberpunk. Well, Hong Kong, but still.
ooh. Access to high tech once again.
Yeah, I mean, language. I mean, half the population speaks English, so it's not that bad.
they don't care. They don't mind about the gaijin. That's always a problem, though, too.
Well, when we went there, we had no problem.
Okay. They have other issues there.
In Hong Kong, didn't really look at the politics much.
Now, is it true cyberpunk, or is it?
Yeah, it's the same zone as Night City, just a different country.
Okay. So not only do you have to deal with the corpse, but then you have to deal with the fucking Asian gangs, the triads, the fucking. Gotcha.
Eh, better than nothing.
Oh, I agree. It's just interesting. So, is that where the gates go to now, or is it,
No, I have a trunk to there.
You have a trunk to there.
Yeah.
How did you come across that?
We shadow walk there.
Oh,
And
specifically
then I
to.
painted one. No, we just randomly ended up there.
Oh, randomly, of course.
Yeah.
I shake my fist at whatever powers that be.
Randomly, yeah. Oh, and Night City is still
Are you saying
ground
Fooey
zero.
to Hong Kong? Are you saying Hong Kong Fooey?
You should get slapped for that really fucking hard.
I love that cartoon. So I'm wondering, like, what if we... I don't know if, like, would we get shot if we drove a remote control car or something? Because we're technically not in it, but we are driving it. Because we could load it up with explosives and then drive it into the base, blow them up, and then kill everyone that's left. But I don't know what the blue flame of death would deem of that. Because, I mean, technically, if we put, like, a camera on it and just hide somewhere where the blue flame can't see us, we can just drive it and look through the camera.
So now here's a question. Could we go to Cyberpunk, get the technology we need to access the satellites to be able to hack in to find out more information on how the blue flame works?
Logan, would we be able to do that? What?
The first question is, do you have an assload of Hong Kong money?
No.
Well,
we have gold.
Yeah, we have. Oh, by the way, the blue-white gems, Joshua put them in the embassy.
Yeah, I read that. I actually do read the boards. Even if nobody believes me, I do.
I don't believe you when you say you do, but okay.
How else am I posting about the Happy Pie? I mean, come on now.
Nobody believes that you actually posted that.
I know.
Yeah, well, I mean, okay. Hypothetically, if we had enough money, we would need some kind of satellite.
Well, you already have a back door to the MTV satellite. So from there, you might be able to access others more easily because that's a more powerful point.
Yeah, and Cyberpunk we have access, not in post-apocalypse.
But
Oh,
we do.
although yeah, they are
Yes, we
linked.
do, because that's
Yeah,
how
yeah.
we got access to
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh.
So we would need to like connect to the MTV satellite, and then from that connect to the Blue Flame satellite.
Yes.
Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Like a relay kind of thing. All right. So then we just need a powerful enough computer and a dish of some sort, so we can
And
send
that's
the
kind of like their speciality in Cyberpunk is like
yeah.
high-tech hacking bullshit.
Although the only problem I have, I don't speak the alien language.
Me
So
neither.
I don't know.
Or not that well.
Oh. I
But
don't know
remember,
how
we
I
have a
would.
translator.
Yeah, that was you, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're the translator there, Doc. It's more difficult than trying to translate, say, Thai. It's more difficult than trying to translate Russian, which could have several different possible English translations. I'm finding that out as I study Russian. What a pain in the ass.
So, I mean, if it's just like computer babble, like ones and zeros, sure, I can do it. But if it's alien language, I would need someone to help translate so I know what I'm doing.
Oh, plus they're not using Windows 98 like Jeff Goldblum thinks they are.
But why not? Yeah, I know.
Mm.
But see,
Well, I
we've
assume
been
it's
in that system a couple times, so it's not like we're
Oh
not
yeah.
familiar with it.
yeah, we've been in it.
Between the two of you, you might be able to do a sneak and peek in there, but you know, you've got a pretty good idea of how the blue flame thing works already. So, is it worth the
Well, I think the idea is to
or
just
something that might be able to put together a system just to look at it?
well, maybe a system to actually say, okay, these people, i.e., the two of us, technology approved, guns, yes, that kind of a hack.
Yeah, good luck with that. I'm sure that the local AI will not mind at all.
Ah, why would they mind?
Yeah, you just go with that.
But what happens if we tell the AI that like some of the people that are trying to survive are captured by others, so we have to rescue them from them?
Yeah, there's give me an evidence analysis roll there on that there, Doc, as you
Well,
go.
I was like, if we enter it as like a mission, like this is a mission that I need to accomplish, to rescue subjects type thing.
Give me an evidence. Right, based on your dealings with the aliens and stuff, if they gave a shit about that kind of thing, they would have made all weapons and all violence illegal. They didn't. They just made efficient weapons and violence illegal.
Alright, what if then, instead of allowing us
They do
to
like the
use
strong
weapons,
to survive. Yeah.
to use weapons and stuff, what if you just told the Blue Flame, hey, these people here need to die, shoot them? Because it's not going to send down rocks that may or may not kill the prisoners. It'll be like a focused beam, or what is it, flame? I don't know. Might avoid killing the prisoners.
You can give me an evidence analysis roll. You've dealt with the AI before, Freddie.
Alright.
Yeah. If it really thought a group of people need to die, it would just obliterate them and everything around them, just as a way of saying, "All right, they're dead." It would immediately drop a rock, probably, because it doesn't care about individuals. I can't stress this enough.
Yeah.
It's like this group of humans is getting uppity. Done. If you could convince that they're uppity. I mean, apparently they don't mind a little bit of cannibalism. It's an interspecies thing.
I mean, at the same time, we could always, if we even just show up with the Zardos head, that might make most of them freak out enough as it is. That'd be a pretty high fucking intimidation on them. They'd be like, what the fuck is going on? Like, they're back. How many did you say that there was total?
About 50.
When they're not out hunting, how many are there at the camp?
50.
When they're not hunting, how many are at the camp?
Yeah, when they're not hunting. When they're scavenging.
When they're out. You know what the fuck I meant.
I was waiting to see how many times you'd. No, when they're not hunting. When they're all at home, how many are there?
You knew what the fuck I meant. Now fucking answer, I'll kill you.
About 12.
Oh. So what's the problem now? Why don't we just go there and take them out?
Because we did that. We almost had it, and then the universe decided to fuck us, and reinforcements showed up, and we had to run away.
Let's just go and get them out of there. Like, seriously, 12 people while they're scavenging? Like, whatever, dude.
I mean, they might, as I said, they might be on high alert now that we've raided them twice. There might be more now. I don't know. This is before we did anything. We can check how many there are now, but...
Do you know where they go to scavenge? Because we could set up traps there, too.
No, we didn't track them. They went off in separate directions. They were in like groups. They were in groups of 10. So everyone went off in their own.
Do they just kind of like wander off, or do they like go down the road and then from the road go?
Logan, which way did they go?
They just kind of wandered off. Like, I'm going to go look over this way today. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's go look over this way today. Kind of like they're fucking animalistic scavengers almost.
What we could do is like what happens if like we went out and like we went to Cyberpunk, we bought up like we get our hands on like a bunch of mines, like remote guns, set them up and then like lure them out and then through, and then they would chase us down because they're mindless fuckbags. And then they hit the mines. They go through where our remote guns are. It's not like a human is controlling the guns, so whether or not they'll get zotted or not, don't know. But
how intelligent is that satellite? Like, would it know that we set it up, or no?
Don't know.
You think it might be smarter than you? Alien intelligence.
Like the mines, maybe, because they would be like covered underground, so all the satellite would see was just an explosion. Kind of like how we did.
Sell you mines and stuff in a place that you don't know at all. And walk up to undercover cops. I need landmines. Landmine.
Well, I mean, we bought guns from a vending machine. Yes. Not that much of a jump to landmines.
Isn't it?
I don't know.
We could get some clay. Like, what happens if we could get our hands on some kind of... Because I can build explosives.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, even if we had TNT, like, you can get... That's easier to get.
Easy for you to get TNT.
Oh. Yeah, it's in the embassy. People have it, yeah.
Oh, so easy to get. I mean, there's better explosives and shit, but, if you get some new TNT, it's not bad.
But they're like unarmored, scrawny little fucks. We don't need massive explosions to kill them.
No, you need not only massive explosions, but you need huge amounts of gas filled up so you can do Michael Bay big red ball explosion. Michael Bay is masturbating somewhere right now thinking about that. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. So yeah. Like,
so what you think? What plant the mines or explosives somewhere? Okay, how are we gonna detonate them?
tripwires.
Okay, tripwire.
Just Freddy falling over a tripwire. God damn it.
I mean, do they keep good guards or what? Like,
Not particularly. I mean, they're like the lowest of the low, simple savages. They're not very well organized.
Oh yeah, you're thinking Doc Fulton might be able to go in and beat a dozen of them on his own. It's hard to say.
You probably could, but if more of them show up like they did last time, yeah.
like, do all of them like sleep in one quarters together type thing, or like what the
No,
fuck?
they're kind of spread out.
And the prisoners? How close are the prisoners? Like, could we sneak up, plant a bunch of explosives on where they're sleeping, and then fuck off
Prisoners
and then
are
remote?
about 5 to 10 meters away from like anyone at any point, and they're like all over the camp in cages. So
yeah. Explosives wise, your demolition skills telling you 5 to 10 meters is a bit close.
Yeah.
But your other idea, who knows? It depends on how you do it. I mean, landmines, the problem is you have to plant a lot of fucking landmines, and then you get one or two guys at a time type deal. But claymores make my nipples explode with pleasure.
Right. Like, I was thinking I could like build those.
If you get some plastic explosives, yes, you could. If you have enough chemistry, you could probably make your own plastic explosives. But then you're dealing with chemistry plus demolitions, which for many people is called death. But you are a doctor.
Oh,
So
also we have a chemistry lab, a +10 to skill chemistry lab, and
I was never very good at that in school.
Okay, I'm just saying if you want.
I'm just letting you know. Like, I kept falling asleep in that class.
Right.
I actually did too. Chemistry is boring as fuck to me. We had shit teachers though, so they didn't make it interesting.
I mean, I could install some cyberware in you to make you feel better about life. If you want, we can go to cyberware. Hell, I could go there and like do some street doc shit for some people, make some, it'd be, I can live in cyberpunk like infinitely with no problem. So
you could do what you did to Jason to him.
What? Oh, for fuck's sake. Poor Jason.
I cyber raped him hard. I made him look like Darth Vader.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was more powerful. He was faster, stronger, more powerful.
But then he died.
That was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Oh, different. Okay.
Rode off on a dragon, trying to choke it or something.
He actually went out and bought a Darth Vader mask and would speak through it, and he had a big rainbow-colored afro wig he'd wear because he was playing Tyrone Jefferson.
Miss Tyrone.
Yeah. So.
The only problem with cyberware for putting on PCs is there's a lot of fuck your cyberware cards in the deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his leg will lock up from time to time. Whatever. His breathing apparatus stops. He says. Roll to see which system has gone offline.
Oh, by the way, Alex, just as a completely separate side note, Alex walked the pattern, and it was a breeze.
Okay.
The new pattern, the one you made.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, so he's strengthening. our universe too, so it expands out quicker. Excellent.
I'm just saying he did.
I'm just telling you what's going to happen.
I know, well...
Hey, you know?
You're the only one who can fix it. I can't do anything.
Can't the world stay saved for 5 goddamn minutes? Yeah, the powers that be weren't happy about when I told them that. They were not happy.
Alright,
They basically told me to go find the artifact broom to clean up my mess, and I was like, oh.
So good. So good. That's what I call a fucking quest, too. And you know what happens if you don't complete the quest in a timely manner.
I have to deal with the bad guys and the good guys.
Because the universe cannot stay safe for 5 goddamn minutes. If it could, it'd put you out of fucking work, that's for sure. Cut back to Chaldees, attempting to retire from adventuring.
So, I mean...
What, Claymore idea?
Lure them out, see if that works. Hell, we could just trap a bunch of the shit in the area that looks like it's worth scavenging from.
Oh, hold on. How fast can you dig a 2-meter hole? Or 3-meter hole?
I don't know. Do I have a grenade or no?
Probably not. Because I'm just thinking, if we just set up like a pit, like camouflaged it, lure them out, they'll fall into the pit. No tech required, and we'll just walk around them.
I think they might notice us digging a hole that big.
Well, no, we do it away from their base. Then we lure them out with the book. No, we lure them out.
With a burger.
Yeah.
So do we shadow walk like an ice cream truck there and then like drive around? Wrap up dynamite so it looks like ice cream cones or something and start tossing them off the back when they pick them up? Sorry.
Ice cream man! Ice cream man! Run!
Like legit. Like, why don't we wait? Yeah. Like, why don't we wait? Watch for a day or two. See, you know, if they're
yeah.
If they're even caring about like you being raided, them being raided a couple times or not.
Okay.
See how many people they send out to scavenge, come up with a good time, and then just lay the hammer down on them.
All right.
Freddy feels the big invisible penis slowly coming toward him.
Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
All right, you guys can blame Corey that he's not here. Anyway, cut to both of you guys give me stealth roll, climb roll, surveillance roll. Assuming you wish to go do a little surveillance, because Freddy knows 2 great places to do surveillance from, so these rolls are full. If you fail the climb roll, you're falling off 2 stories. Fucking Freddy's become a goddamn ninja. And become a fucking mountain goat.
Mountain goat. I have my binoculars, by the way.
They are your fucking favorite possession ever. Doc Fulton uses his fingers.
Of course.
Give me a spot hidden roll there at half, Doc Fulton. I'm just curious to see if your fingers are working today. Yes, they are. All right. So it shows you looking through these binoculars and Fulton's over there with his fingers going, oh, look at that guy over there. He's reading. It seems to be He's reading off something else.
Where'd they get Reader's Digest? Is that a Golf Digest? Motherfucker.
Freddy keeps doing this to you. Yep, and trying to fuck with your surveillance, but you rolled so well that you can ignore his constant harassment.